But let's say Drake kept it PG like he said he was trying to do on Push-Ups and Family Matters. Let's say he didn't spend all his time trying to dig up music on one of the most solid and private artists of this generation. What would that have even looked like? Could he have even done that? Could he have done that on The Heart Part 6? Let's say he just avoids all the ugly stuff and just gets to MC stuff. What would that have looked like? What could he have said about Kendrick? Maybe, I don't know, maybe he points out that Kendrick has a lot of phenomenal ideas second. And he's better at stealing like an artist than anyone of this generation, and sometimes it might feel like it's too soon to do that. Good Kid, Mad City was Boys in the Hood. We all knew what was gonna happen when he got in the car. We knew how that album was gonna end. To Pimp a Butterfly is a Roots album in a lot of ways. It has basically a similar flip on the intro to The Tipping Point, and it uses a lot of old fables just customized for Kendrick's point of view. Damn tells the story forwards and backwards, just like Lupe Fiasco's Tetsuo and Youth, which was only a few years old at that time. And Mr. Morale is a therapy album, a much deeper and doper versions of a lot of the themes J. Cole addressed on KOD. And J. Cole's original rap name is Therapist. Could Drake have pointed out all those things and made jokes about predicting where Kendrick Lamar's next album is gonna come from? Dropping in September, Kendrick Lamar's Get Out. What happens when your life falls apart after fucking a white bitch in Copenhagen? Coming this summer, Kendrick Lamar's Big. What happens when a little man gets tall? Make it quippy and funny and point out that Kendrick Lamar has a lot of phenomenal ideas second. The idea is to chip away at someone's veneer. In this case, Kendrick Lamar's veneer is his music, since it's the only thing we really get to see about him. It's how he exposes the world to us, not on social media, not through grimy behavior that he puts online. We don't hear about Kendrick at the strip club. We hear about Kendrick winning Pulitzer Prizes. You have to chip away at that if you're gonna go at Kendrick Lamar, in my opinion. Chip away at that. Take away this idea that he's this solo genius sitting in his room penning these world-class original ideas and thoughts. Imagination is the fun part in all of this, which is why Drake's the absolute loser and been appropriately branded with the colonizer tag. Drake can't do third-person storytelling, for example. He's talked about that in interviews. He's owned that in interviews over the years. He's amazing at read and react, but he doesn't have imagination. He can only talk about his own life, which is why he needs to be around Wayne and Ross and 21 and Future and whoever else to understand this culture enough to make hits, which is why he's Elvis in his final form. He hijacks culture, waters it down, serves it back to us, and says, "You're welcome." That's why he's Elvis in its final form, because he gets to say nigga. It's all happening.
Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening.